A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy, but how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though.
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon! And actually, the Animo Archon is...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result... I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order...
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin what... Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss...
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again...
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about... Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago. There was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. But in the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called... Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like things said outside.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh!
The Tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky?
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the Tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireball. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of it.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful. May the...
The breeze is making me sleepy.
Sinner.
I see. This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway?
No, that's not like... Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Off we go!
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Animal hypostasis emulation!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the...
Yeah, let's go.
I'm... not...
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you
Huh? What
the destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar god. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the...
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so...
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see... Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the Honorary Knight. Please go and check if this god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that... Okay, be careful.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You not welcome.
So, the wolves... You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since... If you serve us, we can lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like... Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go.
No matter how many times... Right.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is true!
Absorption test. Don't break my glasses. Swirl, Mark 2.
Off we go!
Animo test 6308.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Stand clear.
Why do they never miss? Teamwork is dreamwork!
The end is nigh.
Adventure time!
Coming to be. Burst forth.
Enhanced animal module.
It's a war.
Why do they never miss?
it up! Burst forth! Adventure time! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
World! How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small...
It disappeared.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed, but still... The Abyss Herald...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind, then lure...
Thank you. In the future, you smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even... Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about, too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireball.
Fireballs? Hey! Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field... It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced, but in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the...
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help! Thanks! We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking.
Yes, I smell you too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
I saw her, but purposely avoided. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out
Huh? Really?
that information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North. It must have then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of... Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before. So
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower. This is it, right? Okay. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? No. What?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's...
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype.
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word.
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized, and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the church...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven, as well as being a really... well, good thing we didn't tell Barber.
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will... I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Adventure time!
Off we go!
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go! And remember to be on your guard.
Off we go!
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh,
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue.
You are just as vexatious as ever. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Oh, and something far more than we are the same. We're both dangerous.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence!
Bow before
Come at the beast!
Animal test 6308.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
Witness my great undertaking!
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Live!
Stand clear.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Light it up!
Live!
Animal test 60 swirl. Mark.
Let's light it up!
Coming to be!
It's a roar! The end is nigh.
Coming to be!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Annihilate.
Stand clear.
The end is nigh.
Off we go!
Burst forth! Ha!
Everybody stand back!
Annihilate. The abyss shall rise.
Here!
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister? Nope.
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't that man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conrad? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss or... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's...
Home. Yes. Of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really... At least now, as well as the 7, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Oh! First off, that Abyss Herald, it seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the... Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago! So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right then. We can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place, and if your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what... Come on, traveler, let's go.
We go! Adventure time! Adventure time! Off we go!